Hi, welcome to ITEC136 Principles of Programming. This is a course overview. In this course, you will have the opportunity to learn the principles of programming. While completing this course, it is important to adopt a can-do attitude, as negative thoughts make learning in any class, not just programming, a challenge. Prepare yourself for the course by reading your textbook and other assigned materials, taking notes as you read, and most importantly, implementing the code examples and running the modified version. All this is going to help you retain the material better. The ITEC 136 principle of programming prerequisite for that is college algebra, Math 160, or either problem solving or computing, COM 101, or prior programming experience. And if you don't have Python programming background or you want to refresh your Python skill, please read chapter 1 through 5 of the ebook. I also have added Python tutorial video, and this is the video. If you click on the link, I started with the how to install Python 3 and PyCharm. Step by step show you how to install this on your computer, because then you can write and run the program on your computer. Debugging, there's a list of topics that you can see on the right. These are the first 5 chapters of the book. Debugging, Python basic, Python data type, Python operators, string basic, list, branching, while loop, and the for loop. Please watch this video and it will help you to refresh your Python skill and prepare for this class. We are not going to do any review for this topic, as you understood the student coming in, they had the basic programming background. Course outcome: we will design solution using top-down stepwise refinement. You will see what that means when we write a program in this class. We will translate algorithms into clearly documented and modularized programming language code. In this case, we're using Python 3. Generate and execute industry-accepted test plan. Use sound object-oriented design principles to implement linear data structure. Apply recursion to solve applicable problem. If you don't know what's a recursion, you will find out later in this course. Analyze the efficiency of algorithm and describe and implement well-known searching and sorting algorithm. These are the topics that we will study in this class. We will use what we call the Zybook. The Zybook with the principle of programming, ITEC 136. You can see the course shell for more information about the book. How do you get the book? You sign in or create an account at learn.zybooks.com. You will enter the code. I will give the code during the class. Make sure to select the correct session you are in and subscribe to the book. There is a subscription fee. In other words, you need to pay for the book. There's some other material to help you. Python 3. You can download and install Python 3 on your computer. The integrated development environment, I use PyCharm, and with PyCharm, if you install PyCharm and Python on your computer, you can write and run any program you want and any Python program you want on your computer. This will make studying program, how they work, and how to debug the program a lot easier. And you can review the installation document found in the course shell in the video I just showed you earlier. Zybook is an interactive textbook. Each chapter has reading, participation activity, challenge activity, and lab exercises. You do the exercise questions and problem as you read to engage your understanding of the material. The participation activity is an activity used in the initial learning of the topic. And the activity, the cycle, we call the student completion of each participation activity. Completing the participation activity means learning question, you answer the question correctly. Emulation, watching all the steps in their entirety. Tools, interacting with the tool. Some tool require some reaching done. In other words, go from step 1, step 2, step 3, all the way to done. Challenge activity is similar to homework problem. In the challenge activity, allows students to apply and practice what they have learned. Challenge activity could be a series of questions, each progressively more difficult. It could be a programming problem where students might need to fill in one line, two line, or maybe a function, depending on the problem. And for the programming problem, the system will test your program. And all of this, you have multiple chances to correct the error if you have error in the program. And finally, the Xylab. Xylab consists of programming problems. Student can program directly in a programming window in the Xylab assignment itself. And I would suggest also use also program in the PyCharm and then copy and paste the program into the Zybook. The reason is you can write the program, you can test the program a lot easier in PyCharm than in Zybook. But of course, Zybook will test your program, right? You can test the program by press your program by press the develop mode and then click on the run program. I will show a demo in a shortly. If the program requires input value, the student can re-enter those values in the input box, and then the program output or error message appear in the output box. Once you have satisfied with the program, you can click on the submit to submit the program. So when you submit the program, the lab problem is auto-graded. So you will see how you work, how you did for that problem. If your program does not pass all the tests, read the error carefully. These are possible program errors. Your program does not provide a correct output. The program may run correctly with your input, but it fails with different input, different test cases. Zybook have quite a few test cases that you test your program. Program work, but the output format does not conform to the lab requirement. Your program have a right answer, but your output does not meet the program requirement. So read the lab requirement and the errors carefully. Correct the problem and resubmit to get better grade. You can also get assistance from the SLC, Student Learning Center, for tutoring. The slot fill up quickly, so please schedule early if you need help, and don't wait. This is a lot of students ask about this question. Copy code from internet, submit as your own work is cheating. This is plagiarism, and you will refer to the school for that. Find the code in the internet, study it, understand it, use it as a guide to write your own code. It's not cheating, but you have to understand. I may ask you to explain your code. A lot of time I see students look for the code in the internet that solve the given problem because they are stuck or maybe they are running out of time. I would say this: you will miss the most important part about programming, and that is problem solving, the step-by-step approach to solve the problem. You will not learn how to program by not writing the programs. So if you get stuck, if you need help, please let me know. And I can view everybody code, and Zybook also do checking everybody code to see any similarity for plagiarism also. You can get a lot of Python information in the internet, and I think these are some of the best one, it comes from the Python documentation. And this is the main page if you click on the first link. And the one I really want you to take a look is a tutorial and the library reference. The tutorial, you can actually study some Python tutorial from the python.org. They have a lot of tutorial, like for example how to use a Python interpreter. You can read about it, follow their example, and do that on your PC. If you install Python 3 and PyCharm, you can do a lot of these things here. Python standard library. This gives you a lot of like what we call the manual page for the data type. For example, if you want to know about int, float, you can click on this. It would tell you about how the integer floating point number work in Python. So take a look at these documentation. It will help you to learn about Python. So how to do well in this class? You must read each chapter and complete all activities. Pay attention to the programming syntax and semantics. Syntax are rules of a language that tell what is legal and what is not legal. It is like a grammar rule in English. Semantic is a set of rules that give meaning to a language. For example, it is a valid statement. If it is, what does the statement mean? What does the statement do? And you will find this during this class or in your past programming experience. A small typo could cause either the program not working or does not do what you want. So how do you avoid all this? You must write a program to understand how they work. Don't copy and paste program. When you write program, it creates what we call muscle memory. The more you do, the more you remember how to do it. Do the activity and pay attention to the error. And use a PyCharm to write program. You can use PyCharm to write any program you want. And can you write the program that's shown in class? You saw the solution. Can you try to do it on your own? Since you have a multiple chances to get the question or problem correctly, please do not do trial and error. What I mean is, if this is a multiple choice question, if you choose A is the wrong answer, don't try B without reading why it's wrong. Take a moment to understand why you chose the incorrect answer before you choose another answer. Understand the program error if this is a program and how to correct them. Don't just say, oh my god, my program have error. And what do I do here? Read the error. It will try to tell you what is wrong so you can try to correct them. These are valuable lessons and experiences by correcting the problem. Start the reading and work on the activity early. Do not, and I repeat, do not try to do everything in one sitting. And don't wait until last minute to work on the assignment. And most importantly, if you get frustrated, stop, take a break. You will not learn well if you are frustrated. You will have a negative thought about programming if you are frustrated. Take a break, maybe go to sleep. The next day, with a fresh mind, you will have better approach to the problem. And learn how to debug your program. I will show some example how to debug the program throughout the course. We read or redo the activity if necessary to get better understanding. Yes, these take time, but this will be time well spent in learning how to program. And finally, how to do well in this class? Ask question. I hear a lot of times students say they will swallow their pride to ask question. You are here to learn. If you have question, then ask question. Don't try to just Google your way out. We have tutoring here. We have professor here. we can help you with your question. If you try to do everything on your own, you might miss the idea behind the problem. So please ask questions if you have any question in this class. Thank you.